are humming today, to say the least.
This event is all about culture, so our next guests really personify that. We are sitting down with Daniel Mawashik and Melanie Matthews with the Gathering of Nations and our Miss Indian World 2025-2026, talking about what we can look forward to for the powwow coming up next year and to hear all about your reign as Miss Indian World. Ladies, welcome. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you.
Yes.
So first and foremost, Anya, I've got to ask, Miss Indian World, what did it mean to you to receive this title?
Oh, it really meant the world to me.
Yes.
Literally.
Well said.
Literally.
Yes, it's such an honor representing all nations, being that there's, over 570 federally recognized tribes and representing all indigenous people.
Oh,
That's
my
beautiful.
Goodness. What was it like for you when you accomplished this, when you achieved this title? It's such a major accomplishment. What was it like for you? What went through your head?
Yeah, it was a lifelong goal of mine,
Yes.
of course, and I've been doing pageants ever since I was 10.
Wow.
Wow.
So this is the big one that I've always wanted to achieve, and really, for me, the pageant is just about learning more about yourself and about your own language and culture, and being able to share that information with others.
Dania, can you talk to me about the prep work you did for Miss Indian World, just the time you spent preparing to represent your nation?
Yeah, so the pageant consists of a few different categories, such as the dance, traditional talent, essay, public speaking, and what I really emphasized was my essay, because I do believe, my essay was about education, and I believe education is so important, especially among our Native communities, being able to advocate for ourselves in that way. And so I spent a lot of time on that, and I also spent a lot of time learning my Potawatomi language.
Amazing.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic stuff. What have you done since earning this title back in April?
Well, my favorite event so far has been the Unity event. It's United National Indigenous Tribal Youth. And so I did workshops, and I got to keynote speak about career readiness and just talking about education, and then also pageant prep, which is helping youth find their voice.
So important.
So important, yeah, exactly. Encouraging that next generation. What advice would you give to young girls who are watching this today, or who get to meet you in person just throughout your reign? What advice would you give them to continue to follow their dreams?
I would say, to continue following your dreams and to pursue anything that you want, because anything is possible, but also to learn your culture and language. I think that's such a big part of our identity and so important.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'd be remiss if I didn't talk to you about what you were wearing.
Yes,
today.
can you talk
look
to us
so
about
beautiful.
this?
What are we working with here today?
Oh, so this is my crown and sash, fully beaded. A lot of the, I don't know precisely how many crowns and sashes there are, but they get passed down, and so I think that's always a unique feature about them.
100%.
So the last person to have my crown and sash was Tashina Redhawk.
It's absolutely gorgeous,
and you're carrying that tradition so
pays
honorably.
homage to the culture. Melanie, we're going to come to you
Yes.
now. You're very involved with the Gathering of Nations coming up in April 2026. But there's something maybe a bit bittersweet about this one. Can you talk to us about the 2026 Gathering of Nations?
Yes, next year we'll celebrate our 43rd Gathering of Nations powwow, and it will be our last dance.
Wow.
That's what we're titling it.
Sure.
Wow.
And I think what it is we're going to celebrate all of the 43 years of what Gathering of Nations has been about, which has been Native American culture on a grand scale, of presenting the most positive aspects of the culture. And through that, it's dance, it's pageantry, parades. I mean, it's a lot of wonderful things that everybody can come and be a part of.
Yeah, it's been a staple here for years. Can you talk to me about what people will see and experience if someone hasn't gone to one?
Absolutely.
What will they see and experience?
Absolutely. So one of the things about it is that it is anybody who wants to come can come, because there's always a misnomer. Is it only for Native Americans? No, it's for everyone.
I love that.
And seeing that it is the last one, you'll see traditional dancing competition form. So it's the best of the best dancers from across the United States and Canada. Drum groups, if you want to hear some amazing traditional songs and singing, that is the place to hear it. And we have a Stage 49, our contemporary music stage, which we feature Indigenous artists, but also some other, all genres of music. Roving performances, which they have here as well at the Balloon Fiesta, which is kind of nice, as well as about 300 traders market vendors. So it's a shopper's paradise.
There we go.
Yes, absolutely.
Wow.
And then of course the food. You know, you can't miss out on all of your native foods. And last but not least is the traditional horse and rider regalia parade, where the rider and the horse are both dressed in regalia.
That's beautiful. Ladies, as we kind of wind down here, I have to ask, and either one of you can answer, but why it is so important that the Native American culture continue to be a part of everyday conversation. Why do you think?
Well, I'll start. Yeah. It's important because it's organically a part of this country.
Yeah.
It's a part of the history, the legacy, and I would say that there's a good amount of Americans that have indigenous blood in them. May not be able to identify a tribe, but it is a part of our authentic nature as Americans in this country. And so celebrating the culture of First Nations people, it's just the thing that we should embrace and celebrate.
Absolutely.
Vitally important.
Said.
Vitally important.
Yeah.
What about for you?
It is genuinely just who we are. I always tell people the more I learn about my own language and culture, the more I feel connected to myself. And in my tribe, one of our sayings is for those who lived before, for those who live on, and for those present. And I think that's an important aspect of learning that culture and passing it on.
Couldn't agree more.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
What are the details for the final Gathering of Nations? When is it happening? Where? What time?
Yes, so it's April 24 and 25, a Friday and Saturday in 2026, here in Albuquerque at Expo New Mexico, aka the fairgrounds.
There we go.
It's
Yep.
going to be an event that you're going to want to be a part of, whether you've been to many Gathering of Nations or this will be your first one. Do not miss it. Ladies, thank you for being here today, and congratulations again.